become a successful goat farmer, there are some basic factors you need to consider before starting a goat farming. This week on The Ghanaian Farmer, we are bringing to you the story of a young man who has been in this business for a very long time with a lot of experience to share. My name is Anyonam and this is Ghanaian Farmer. Share your views with us on our social media platform, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram and YouTube, The Ghanaian Farmer. This program is proudly brought to you by Lizzie Tomato Mix. We are going for a quick breather. When we come back, we'll engage the goat farmer who has been in this for a very long time for you to know what you have to put in place, what breed you would start with and what kind of feed is good for a goat to develop as quick and fast as you're expecting. Stay tuned, I'll be right back after this. If you just tune in, you're watching The Ghanaian Farmer on Joy Prime. My name is Anyonam. Share your views with us on our social media platform. Are you aspiring to go into goat farming? This is the right episode to watch. But the interesting part is my guest happens to be a professional teacher and also a farmer. Let's get to understand what this inspiration, where he drives it from. Akomia. I only remember that Akomia is Dennis Odra Akomia, right?
Yes, please.
Thanks for joining me.
Welcome.
Now, to start with, what ignited the idea of attaching farming into the school?
Yeah, we wanted to develop a model of a new model of education in Ghana by getting our private school or our project to be free. So, in order to get the project to be free, you have to make sure some of these expenses or expenditure when it comes to feeding and other stuff becomes less. So in that instance, we are having 32-acre land. So we decided to make it free, or I decided to make it free by farming on them to feed the kids.
Why settled on goats when you want to go into livestock? Okay, we have the goat, sheep, cow, poultry and all that. Why settled on goats?
Yeah, I settled on goat because when you look at the market, Kumasi, especially during the festive season, they buy a lot of goats. And then looking at where we are, we can do more goat farming than any other. That's why I chose goats.
Okay. When you were about to start, how many goats did you start with?
I started with 2 female goats and then 1. Yeah.
2 female goats,
yes.
1 male.
Yeah.
Okay. How much did it cost you for those 2 female of goats and 1 male?
It was around 600 cedis.
For the 3?
For the 3.
600?
Yes, please.
Okay. How long did it take before the female started giving birth?
Within a year.
Within a year?
Yeah.
All the 2 give birth?
Yes.
How many did each goat have?
2. The first one had 2, and then the second one had 2.
Okay.
So we got 4, including their mothers, and 6. So we started the multiplication from there.
Okay. So it means that is how it started growing?
Yes, please.
Okay. How do you go by feeding the goats day to day? And how many times do you feed them in a day?
Actually, we have a plan for them. Since we are doing organic farming, we have the grazing period, and then we have when they come to their house. How we also...
Where you are keeping them?
Yes.
What time do you open them to go and feed and what time do they come back? For someone who doesn't know much. So if I have a goat farm or if I'm about to start a goat farm, what time in the morning do I allow them to go and feed and then bring them back or let them come back?
Yeah, we open them around 8:30.
In the morning?
In the morning.
Okay.
And then around 4:30. They themselves will come back and then we just get them to the pen.
Okay. They have free feed. How about
feed.
water? How do they drink? Do you have access
so
to
before
water?
They come back to their house, we have water and other stuff. We just put them there and then the moment they get inside, they start drinking from there.
Okay. I see. Interesting. Now, I also want to know, the goats are in one place.
Yes, please.
Both male and female.
Yes, please.
Isn't that any challenge in there?
Not really, because looking at what we've done so far, we've not had any challenge or we've not gotten any challenge.
Okay, so it's been 6 years since you started?
Yes, please.
Okay, have you sold any yet?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so how much will you sell this particular one?
This one, when you take it to the market, it will be around 450, 500 cedis.
450, 500?
Yes, please.
For one?
Yes, please.
So considering how much you've invested and how many goats you have now, would you say a goat farming is profitable?
Yes, I would say so, because when you do it well, you get a much better returns out of that.
Okay. I'm told there are different types of goats. Okay. Which ones are this?
We have the Soko. We are using the Soko dwarf.
Soko?
Dwarf.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are ones that are very tall
Yes.
and their necks are very long.
Yes, please.
You don't have that type?
No, we don't.
Why do you choose this one over the other one?
The market of those goods are really, really not good.
Minimum?
Yep.
As compared to this?
Yes, please.
Okay, so that's why you go for this
Yes,
one?
please.
Okay, that's fine. Another thing I also want to know, has there been any day or any time that you realized the goats were unwell?
Oh, yes. So many times.
Okay, and at those times, what do you do?
When it comes to that, we get what we call the local medicine.
Okay.
We don't use the other chemicals to treat them when they are sick. We use just normal trees and other stuff to just sort them.
Okay.
So the moment you see they changing, then you have to just get them those kind of trees and other stuff to just chew, and in about a day time, you see they are normal to go and graze back again.
Okay. So Dennis, I was asking, the students you teach, do you bring them to the farm at times, and what do you teach them? What do they come to learn?
Yeah, they are mostly on the farm. At least every day they come to the farm. And then we have a program we do, Student Agricultural Sustainability Program, where we do inculcate and teach them the practicality of whatever we are doing on the field. So that since majority or most of them are, their parents are farmers, when they go, they try and educate them about whatever we are teaching them. So I'll say obviously every day we get students on the farm to teach them our model of farming as well.
Okay. Coming from a Juso to this place is quite a journey.
Yes.
When it's time for you to sell the goats, how do you do it? Do you bring the marketers here or you transport it to the market?
Yeah, so what I mostly do is at times I'll go to Kumasi to find the marketers. And then there will be an instance you go and then you not get them. So you have to just transport them to Kumasi yourself to just sell it, or you just sell them by yourself.
Okay, so if you're just tuning in, you're watching The Ghanaian Farmer. My name is Enyenam. Today my guest happens to be a professional teacher and also a farmer, Dennis Oduro Akomia, and he's telling us a lot more about what ignited the idea to go into goat farming. I'm going for 60 seconds on a break. Let's get to know what is happening in the agriculture sector. When I come back, I'll wrap it up with Dennis, but a technical person would also be joining us to tell us more about the technicalities when it comes to goat farming. Stay tuned, I'll be right back. This is still Ghanaian Farmer on Joy Prime. Share your views with us. Are you aspiring to become a goat farmer? This is the right episode to watch. And if you want the number of Dennis, I'll definitely connect him to you to help you on how to go about it. Dennis, coming back to you, as a teacher and a goat farmer, how do you find time to prepare your lecture notes and also pay attention to the goat as well and ensure they are in good health?
Yeah, so the moment you come to school in the morning, you know, you have class and then you have your goals to attend. And then it's not always that you be in class. So most of the times, you use most of our leisure times to just come and see the goats. And then you use the teaching time to prepare the lesson notes. And at times we do all, what I also do is I prepare them in the night, and then daytime I can go to class and teach and attend to the goats as well.
Awesome. So the structure in which you have the goat farm, we didn't talk about it. There's a mini structure, a cubicle. If I want to start my goat farm as well, how much do I need to put this together? For someone who is aspiring to start a goat farm. The wood, the roof, the nails, and even the carpenter who put it together. Let's have an estimate.
Roughly 700, 800 cities.
Can put this structure together for me? Okay. You're sure?
Yes, please.
Okay. Right. Now let's move on. What is the way forward? Are you looking at extending this, becoming a commercial goat farm for the school, or you're just still maintaining it this way to feed yourself and probably sell some during Christmas season?
So as I said, the project is free.
Okay.
We are looking forward, or I'm looking forward to just make it commercial one. And then in about 2-3 years to come, anywhere in the country you want goat, the moment we dial a number, we can just send them to you. So we are looking forward to make it commercial.
Okay. Do you at a point slaughter it to package it and go and sell, or you always sell it in this form for it to be, you know, taken care of by the one who bought it?
Yeah, that is the plan.
Okay.
But for now,
that's the long-term plan.
yes, that's a long-term plan.
Right.
But for now, we normally sell them in the States.
Okay. Yeah. Which female and male? Normally when you go to the market, which one do they buy more?
Mostly the male.
Why?
Because they are ready to chop. I'll put it that way. But some of we have customers. The moment they come and they see them to be females, they might think they are pregnant.
Okay.
So they don't want to kill a pregnant goat or something like that. So,
but aren't you able to detect when a goat is pregnant and not?
Yeah, I can do that, but the buyer may not.
Okay.
But the moment you tell the buyer maybe the goat is not pregnant, he or she may doubt you. So at times they prefer the male one. That one, no complications. Just get it and then go straight away.
Okay. Talking about pregnancy, how long does a goat get pregnant for before giving birth?
5 months.
Okay. Yeah. And after delivery, how long does it take the baby goats? What do you call a baby goat? Do you have a name for a baby goat?
I mostly name them after a stubborn human being.
I see. Interesting. How long does it take them to grow, maybe let's say to this level?
Approximately 3 months too.
Okay.
Yeah.
It would grow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looking at how they are being fed and other stuff.
Okay.
They grow faster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now agriculture is, back in the days, people assume, or we mostly assume agriculture is reserved for the uneducated. But look at you. You are an educated person, a graduate, a professional teacher, and yet you are, you know, moving into farming. What would be that key word you want to share with people who are watching, especially the unemployed who are still waiting for a white-collar job?
Yeah, I would say there is hope in agriculture. There is hope in animal farming. So you shouldn't wait till the government gives you a job before you can start something. So my advice, or my
yeah, sure.
So advice is to the young or the upcoming graduates: wherever you find yourself, irrespective of the place, irrespective of the area, you are supposed to make something of your own. At least it will take you 200, 300, 400 cedis. At least when you calculate the number of credit or the amount of credit you buy in a month, you can just make a reduction of that, and then you save it to make an impact in whatever adventure or whatever project you want to just embark on, and then you'll be successful with it.
There you have it, an exciting and insightful conversation I just had with Dennis Odro Akomia, a professional teacher and a farmer. This is an initiative that, together with his team, they have introduced to feed the student, as also sell some to take care of the administration work right here in Riosu, Bronga. Riosu Ahafo, a north-south west district. My name is Enyonam. Coming up is a little more detailed conversation with a farm manager who will tell you a little bit more difference between this type of goat and the other ones we see in the market, and what to start with in case you are aspiring to become a goat farmer. Let's hear from you if you're watching us now on Joy Prime. The repeat is on Thursday at 10 p.m. and subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Ghanaian Farmer. I'll be right back after this. Stay tuned. My name is Enyonam, and we are still having a conversation on goat farming. And joining me now is Amwating. Yes, his name is very long, so I prefer to call him Amwating. He's the farm manager for Alma Mater Farms, a goat farm, right here in an educational institute. Amwating, thanks for joining me. So I want us to understand the difference between the other goats. The one with the long neck, what do you call it?
Anlo Lumbar goat.
Okay, and this one you said is called?
Nigerian dwarf goat.
Right. Why would you advise goat farmers to start off with this?
Well, you see, in our part of this world, the local breeds are very resistant to diseases.
Okay.
And in terms of feeding, they can feed on anything
Okay.
which you give to them.
Right. But those ones are, you have to be more particular with what they eat and all that.
Yes.
But can you do the two together?
Sure, you can.
You can do all the two?
You can.
Okay. Now, when you go to the market, among these two, which one is more expensive?
Well, the
Foreign one?
the foreign breeds are more expensive than this one. But if you rear it and rear it well,
right,
you will get twice the price of the foreign breeds.
Okay. Back in the city, we have limited space. So most of the goat farmers keep it in an enclosed area. Now, in a rural area, it's free to go and feed and come back anytime, any day. Now, does it have any disadvantage if you're rearing goats and you keep it in an enclosed place?
Sure, it does. One of the major disadvantages, cost involved.
Okay.
And the labor too,
Right.
is a problem because you'll be keeping them as is intensive way of system of farming. You have to get someone who will go out, get their feeds, come and feed them on time. So if you do not get someone who will do this work, this particular work for you, it will be very difficult for you to rear a goat in a intensive system of farming.
Okay, so that is it.
Yeah.
Now, is there any disease that affects goats?
Sure.
What are they?
Get attacked by diseases, especially as you see these young ones.
The small one over there.
The small one over
Yeah.
there. You see their drops shouldn't be in that
right
way.
at the bottom.
Yeah.
It has to fall off.
It had to fall off.
Okay, so when you spot things like that, it means there's a problem.
There's a problem.
Okay.
And what we normally do here is that we have moringa plantation here.
Okay.
So we just go for it and add it to their water and other medicinal stuffs. We add it to them and give it to them.
Okay. The doctors that take care of livestock, they are the veterinary doctors,
Yes.
right? Do you have any of them in this area?
Yeah, we do, but
Do they visit
here,
your farm?
Here in Amamata, we are practicing organic farming. So anything we do here is all about organic.
Okay.
So we normally take advice from them, but
Right.
we don't get vaccines for them from their side.
Okay, so you use the local way of treating
Yeah,
it.
treating
If I
it.
should start a goat farming, your partner who left told me about 1 male, 2 female. How soon do I start getting my money back if I should start a goat farming?
Well, let's say in about 3-4 years.
Okay,
Yeah,
3-4 years.
3-4
I'll
years.
start recouping my investment.
sure.
Okay, I see. That's a long time. Me, I don't have that patience. Okay, so as a technical person, apart from the normal grass that the goat feed on, if I happen to be in the city, what else do I give to the goats to grow well and all that?
Well, we normally go to house to bring their let me say plantain
Right. Leaves.
leaves and that of cassava peels,
Okay.
so that
They
we
eat that
feed
one
them.
too.
Yeah,
Okay.
they eat that one
Right.
too.
As a technical person, is there anything we can do with goats' feces?
Sure. As I told you earlier on, we are practicing organic farming here.
Okay.
So anything we do here is organic.
It's not
so
waste.
yeah.
You turn it around for something good.
Yes, we use it as manure.
The goat
to
feces.
prepare
Okay.
the land
Right.
for our next
Planting. Okay, I see. Interesting. Now we're about to wrap up our conversation. Someone might be watching you from maybe abroad or here in Ghana and wants to go into goat farming. What would be that maybe 3 or 5 main advice would you give to such a person?
Well, I would say if anyone has the intention to enter into this business, I would say it's a good one, because during Christmas time or festive period, we don't have
Demand.
a situation where we would say it has been in abundance, so the price will reduce.
Right.
The price will maintain or go up. So there's a lot of profit in goat rearing.
Okay.
And also, if someone wants to enter into this business, there are a lot of advantages in it. Especially their dropouts can be used as fertilizer for other field works, and a whole lot. A whole lot.
Okay. Lastly, before we wrap up, you mentioned about heat period and service period. Can you quickly explain that to my viewers?
Well, the service period is a period where the female goat and the male goat will be on heat.
Okay.
So within that period, you have to service the female goat with the male. You have to service the female goat with the male goat,
Okay.
so that they can mate.
Okay.
And the heating period starts from 4 hours to 48 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, so that pregnancy
Can
or
occur.
gestation.
Can occur.
Yeah.
But how will I know my goat is on heat? What noise will it make?
Well, at times, where their dropouts comes from, you will see some signs. It will turn into reddish.
For the male or the female?
The female.
Okay.
And in the males too, you will see that they will be mounting
the
other females, and even
so they can mount.
the
Why
females
you-
too, the females too mount on females, so that thing, when they show that sign, it will tell you that
they want to
they
do
are on
dirty.
heat. Yeah.
Hey, so I go to cry our feelings. Can you imagine? Okay, so we are going to wrap up our interview now. You heard it all from Amwating, am I right?
Sure.
Nice. And he is the farm manager at Alma Mater Farm here in Riosu.
Also.
The name is very long. My name is Sanjana, and many thanks to Lizzie Tomato Mix for always sponsoring us. If you're shopping for the home, I always advise that make sure you get your Lizzie Tomato Mix to prepare all your meal, from groundnut soup, jollof, gravy, light soup. It gives your meal a great taste and also make it delicious. If you want to be a distributor, just contact the numbers displayed on your screen and they will come to your doorstep to deliver it. Thank you so much for staying with us.